Here is a world of communication, bringing together all people in a new era of understanding.
Elektrischer Reporter.
The Scene, liebe Zuschauer daheim an den Empfangsgeräten oder von wo auch immer Sie uns gerade zusehen. The Scene ist zum einen die Bezeichnung für eine Computersubkultur, die sich überwiegend mit der Herstellung und Verbreitung von Raubkopien beschäftigt. Zum anderen ist The Scene eine fiktionale Videoserie, deren Handlung passenderweise in eben dieser Szene angesiedelt ist. Neue Episoden liegen regelmäßig im Netz zum kostenlosen Download bereit. Weltweit nutzen mittlerweile einige Hunderttausende dieses Angebot. Formal könnte man The Scene als eine Art Desktop-Thriller bezeichnen. Statt Darstellern und ihren Dialogen zeigen die Filme lediglich den Inhalt eines Computermonitors. Die Handlung erschließt sich aus der Kommunikation, die per E-Mail, Chat oder Instant Messenger abläuft. Seit einigen Wochen läuft nun die zweite Staffel von The Scene. Über die neue Richtung der Handlung, über die Faszination der Raubkopiererwelt und über Verschwörungstheorien habe ich mich kürzlich mit Mitchell Reichgut unterhalten, dem Drehbuchautor und Regisseur der Serie.
Over the past 9 months, my life has become an assemblage of schemes, workarounds, and lies. The design is elegant and complex, but if someone ever got close enough, one little tap could destabilize everything.
Well, we learned about it and found it a fascinating world. It's something that affects popular culture almost everywhere, but so few people knew anything about it. It's a world full of thieves and feds and technology, and it just seemed a great place for a fictional story. Release groups vary in their composition. Primarily there's a leader of a group, there is an encoder who takes the files and formats them in a way that they're able to be distributed in a mass way. There's usually 5 to 10. There is a courier. There's an affiliations person who connects them to the various sites that will distribute it. Pretty much like we've outlined in the show, there's sort of 5 key characters, and I think different groups are structured differently in playing those roles. Well, there are a lot of them. I think the primary one that we explore in the show is that you're not supposed to sell illicit content that you pirate for money. It's really frowned upon. There are a lot of cultural reasons why people pirate and share videos and movies and songs, but selling them is really considered bad. There are a lot of sort of smaller rules about how to format them, how to put them up on servers, how to distribute them, and it really is a very interesting culture that has its own set of guidelines. Well, the reactions have been really varied. We get email every week from around the world, which is a wonderful thrill, and it's great fun for us. And initially, when we put the series out, people didn't quite know what to make of it, or a lot of people didn't. There were a lot of conspiracy theories about it. We had angered some of the people in the real scene by exposing things that they thought were secret. However, I will say to that we never revealed anything that ever got anyone in trouble. So we did have some negative feedback from that standpoint, and the conspiracy theories went on for the first 9 or 10 episodes. Really, it got to be a lot of fun. But by and large, I think people really like the show, as witnessed by its large global audience. Those kinds of allegations really make us laugh. We would love to have Sony as a sponsor. It would be terrific. We have absolutely no contacts with the MPAA, the RIAA, the FBI, or any other initials. We've only done this for the purposes of entertainment. We thought it was cool. It was a way to sort of promote our business, because we've always felt like peer-to-peer networks and file sharing in general is a great way to distribute legal content. And as I said earlier, piracy is a really compelling sort of a world. But we've never done anything to promote anti-piracy in any way, shape, or form. In fact, the other side of the coin, people think that we're glorifying it and promoting it. So we're damned if we do and damned if we don't, but it's all just kind of fun for us. We really felt like the Brian Sandro saga had run its course. We got 20 episodes out of it. We had a lot of fun, but it got to the point where writing the story became a struggle because we felt like we had really explored that whole storyline. So we wanted to do something new and different. We wanted to continue with the tradition of the show, which was to explain something with great authenticity, but we wanted to take it in a totally new direction. And we did a little research and we started learning about the illicit weapons trade. And a lot of that happens over the internet, and we found that really, really compelling for a lot of the same reasons that we liked The Scene, the original version. So we hired an actress named Samantha Turville, who's a wonderfully talented actress from Britain, and she portrays a character named Danica Lee, who is an expatriate of Estonia, but of British origin, and there's a whole complex storyline very similar to the first structure that takes place. It takes a lot of time and energy to write the scripts. That's really the hardest thing, and that's my responsibility. So to come up with a story, now that we're doing it weekly, each week or before every month, that sort of meets the standards that we like is really difficult, and it takes me a lot of hours. I stay up late at night and do it, or on the train ride. Producing it, we've gotten to a point where we can produce it relatively quickly. We have the actor or actress come in for a day, we shoot the video, the editor knows what he's doing at this point, and it really takes us a couple of days to shoot the chat and get the video and get it all edited and put together. We have to search for the music, which takes a while. But we've got a good production system going now, whereas when we started we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and it took an awful long time. It's tough to look into a crystal ball and predict any of this stuff. There's so many dynamics and moving parts to it. I think what you're seeing on the internet now is a lot of activity on a lot of different levels, all the way from grassroots players like us to the major networks experimenting with different models of distribution. The thing that I think is great is that small players like ourselves can really reach a large audience, and it's a level playing field right now, which is terrific, and we see a lot of good work coming from a lot of places. It's a lot of fun to watch, but it's the Wild West, and I can't look into that future and tell you with any clarity what's going to happen. My hope is that you'll see a lot of low-budget, independent productions really start to hit the big time, and I think that's always great. Well, that's June Group's main business, is to distribute legal content through peer-to-peer channels and BitTorrent and other file sharing channels, and we think there are tremendous benefits for our corporate sponsors to be there. Primarily, it's an audience that's very difficult to reach otherwise. It's typically influential, opinion-leading males, age 15 to 34, are really the drivers of this audience. And we can reach them in large numbers and in a very measurable way. So we think there are great benefits that you're just not going to find in other media. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Neben The Scene 2.0, die weiter über das Netz vertrieben wird, soll die Serie demnächst einen Ableger im Fernsehen bekommen. Und wo wir gerade über 2.0 reden, was ist eigentlich Web 2.0?
Web 2.0 ist, wenn Yahoo dir einen Apple schenkt.
Vielen Dank. Liebe Zuschauer, das war's auch schon für heute. Ich verabschiede mich und wünsche Ihnen eine inspirierte Woche. Bleiben Sie uns gewogen und schalten Sie auch das nächste Mal wieder ein. Bis dahin bleibe ich Ihr elektrischer Reporter.
Wir helfen den Opfern. Helfen Sie uns.
Das Tier wuchtet sich in eine Zukunft voller unverstandener Möglichkeiten. Zähneknirschend zweifelt es rückwärts gewandt. Und dennoch werfen einige immer wieder Bilder in den Weg, die den Rest folgen lassen.